But what about this policy? What about free movement? Does it make sense? Look, I do not think that it does, because I think we already in this country have a population crisis. That's my view. Let's go to Mark in Palmer's Green. Good morning, Mark.
Very good morning to you, Nigel. My sister is mixed race, half Syrian. Her husband is from Zimbabwe. They both voted Leave in 2016. I work with 5 Jamaican fellas that all voted Leave and love you, Nigel, by the way. They always listen to your show and, so hello, guys.
You've just given them a shout-out. Very good.
I'm just giving them a shout-out. Hello, guys. But my Ghanaian next-door neighbour has 2 flags outside his flag, outside his flat. One is the flag of Ghana. The other one is the St. George Cross. So you can probably guess how he voted. He's a bigger Brexiteer than I am. The manager of my local Indian restaurant, he voted Leave. I could go on. So this idea that only thick white racists voted to Leave is clearly untrue.
It is.
Just look at the diversity in the Brexit Party,
And yet, Mark, if we asked people, and the people you're talking about, who've come to this country and either first, second generation and integrated into this country, Ghanaian flag and a cross of St George, I would suggest shows a fair degree of integration.
Absolutely.
And yet, how would they feel? How do they feel about free movement?
You see, all these people that I've just mentioned to you, Nigel, all they want is a sensible, fair and indiscriminate immigration system, even from people from their own countries of origin. This idea that you have open borders everywhere, it's insanity. Nobody wants it.
Well, you say that, but actually the Labour conference just voted for it, Mark.
Oh dear! Another reason to add to the very, very long list of why Mr. Jeremy Corbyn must never, ever get the keys to number 10.
Well, Mark, thank you for putting your point of view. I know others take a different view.
What this guy is saying here sounds really nice. He has his black buddies. It seems almost completely harmless. These Jamaicans and Ghanaians he hangs out with. However, what he and many people need to realise is that the vast majority of non-whites in the UK do not want what you want. They don't care about Brexit and they don't even vote Conservative. The most recent election we have, the most recent data, is the 2017 election, and in that, only 19% of BME, black minority ethnic, voted Conservative. 19%. 81% did not vote Conservative. And the reason for focusing on Conservative is that if you want to leave, the Conservatives have to be in power. Full stop. I mean, you can vote for Nigel's party, but fundamentally, Boris Johnson or someone like him has to be in power. That's it. And they don't want that. They are voting 81% against that. Now, for some context here, if you go back to the 2015 election, you will see that 23% voted for Conservative, and that same percentage was in the 2010 election. So over time, it's actually getting worse. Less and less black minority ethnic people are voting Conservative as we move forward. And I imagine this is due to 2016 with Donald Trump, with the referendum, and this massive increase in the anti-white messaging by the mainstream media. What's happening is the non-whites are realising that the Conservative Party, the right-wing party, is for white people. That's how it is. And this actually kind of makes sense when you look at the percentage of whites voting Conservative. In 2010, it was 38%, 2015, 39%, and now it's 45% in 2017. So it's basically becoming more polarised as time goes on. And when you add in the fact that Labour recently voted to, if they got into power, to have complete open borders essentially, no limits on immigration, no detention centres for illegals, they are setting their stall out as the party for non-whites and immigrants, but especially non-white immigrants. So yeah, that's where we're going. The Conservatives in the future, we're talking 15, 20, 30 years, they will be the party for whites and Labour will be the party for non-whites. And that's it. That's really where we're going. So in conclusion here, the main point is that people like Mark, white people like Mark, need to stop degrading themselves before the black man, having this horrible talk about, I'm not racist because I've got my Jamaican friends and my Ghanaian friends. Oh, friend. And I'm like, no, these people hate you. On average, these people, the vast majority, are not voting for what you want. So can you please stop humiliating yourself? Stop cooking to these people. They aren't buying it. They aren't voting Brexit. Give it a rest. So, anyway, please let me know your thoughts about this. And do you believe it is worth our time and energy attempting to convert non-whites to our side? Like, dislike, subscribe, unsubscribe. Please comment. Ilu Sassoon. Peace out.